Okay, what is going on today, guys? My name is Forger, and today we're going to be talking about skulls and everything about them. First off, I'd like to make a quick note to say when I say skull, I refer to the amount of time the skull will be on your head. And when I say disconnect timer, I mean the amount of time of which it takes for your character to be able to disconnect from the game. Signing off before the disconnect timer is up will have your character remain in place even if you close the game. What is a skull? To understand that, first off, you need to understand that there are two different types of skulls. Now, first off, there's the innocent attacking skulls, such as the white skull. You get the white skull from simply attacking an innocent player, resulting in a 5-minute skull and a 1-minute disconnect timer. Dying in this skull will result in dropping 50 times your base level in gold. So for my example, I'm level 264 times 50. That's 13,200 gold. Then you have the yellow skull. You get the yellow skull from full-on killing a single innocent player, resulting in a 20-minute skull and a 15-minute disconnect timer. Dying in this skull will result in dropping 150 times your base level in gold. So for example, my 264 is 39,600 gold. Then you have the orange skull. Now you get the orange skull from fully killing 2 innocent players in a row, resulting in at least 40 minutes of skull and 15-minute disconnect timer. Dying in the skull will result in dropping 450 times your base in gold. So for my example, 264 times 450 is 118,800 gold. But it costs a total of 600 times your base level to get to this point in gold, which for me means 158,400 total gold, with the cost of previous skulls being added on top. Now for the red skull, you get this from killing 3 innocent players, resulting in at least 60 minutes of skull, with again a 15-minute disconnect timer. Dying in this skull will result in dropping 1,350 times your base level in gold. So for example, my 264 times 1350 is 356,000 in gold. But it costs a total of 1950 times your base level to get to this point in gold, which for me amounts to a total of 514,800 total gold, with the cost of the previous skulls added on top. Now, moving into the big bad boy here, we got the black skull. You get the black skull from fully killing 4 innocent players, resulting in at least 80 minutes of skull and a 15-minute disconnect timer. Dying in the skull will result in dropping 4,050 times your base level in gold. So for example, once again, my 264 times 4,050 is 1,069,200 gold. But it costs a total of 6,000 times your base level to get to this point in gold, which for me amounts to a total of 1.5 million gold, 1.584 million gold, to be exact, with all the previous costs of the other skulls leading up to this point added up. This skull will also project a message to the entire server of the respective server that you're on, and it will put a huge bounty on your head. It just lets everyone know, like, this person is worth this much if you go kill them. After the innocent attacking skulls, which you get from attacking innocents and killing innocents, we have the skull attacking skull. There's only one, but it's the green skull. You get the green skull from attacking any skulled player who didn't attack you first. The green skull does not appear on your head, but it does instead for the skull you attacked to inform them you are free to be killed. You are no longer considered an innocent player, only in the eyes of that single skulled player, unless you hit another one by mistake while you're attacking that single skull. So as clearly stated many times, skull, you simply need to attack a player, but if you'd like more skull time or to drop more gold when dying with a skull, you simply need to attack more players who do not have a skull on themselves already. For new players, it is super wise to know that there is absolutely zero benefit in having a skull. A skulled player who full kills a player can be attacked by that player again when they come back for absolutely nothing. and the returning player that has already been murdered will not be labeled as a green skull because they are still innocent. Now, this effect only lasts 15 minutes after each respective kill on each player. If you kill a skull, you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to collect as much gold as possible before all the gold will despawn. So be sure to grab your swift boots and get to running. When attacking a player, there's a white skull. Anything beyond damaging a player, meaning killing even one person, will result in cursed gold that will sort of lock you from accessing those original funds until you fully lose all of your sculling time. So if you get a gold skull, for example, like I have on my head, then you're going to see stats, and then we have cursed gold here, and I can't touch that cursed gold until I fully outdo my 86 minutes, or if I were to die, I will drop all of that gold. One sort of unknown way to get a skull, be it white, yellow, or even black, you can train on exhausted mobs. The longer you train on an exhausted mob beyond 15 minutes will get you more skull per second you train, and it can lock your money if you are carrying the gold at the time. But if you aren't carrying gold, you will still get the skull without having any cursed gold added on. While skulls may seem simple, there are quite a bit more details to the skulls than what it initially seems to the first person who walks all the way up to zombies and sees the new icon and they're like, ooh, I'm gonna try this out. So anyway, guys, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this short but very in-depth guide on skulls as a whole. I think this is probably going to be my longest guide so far. Anyway, it's been Forger, guys. As always, have a great day. I'm out.